guys, it's 26 back for another video. We're going to do another power hit challenge today. I did not get that many submissions, but that's not unusual for a week in between conquest. So let's go ahead and get right into it. This first one here is a defensive victory. Looks like this Rob player on the right hand side lost almost 2 million power to some reinforcements. Let's see what else we've got. That's what? Almost, 885,000 kills. Not too shabby. Alright, let's go on here. Let's see what else we've got. On AR9's Banton City. So another 5 million power hit. Not too shabby. Like I said, I'm not getting a lot between Kingdom Conquest, but here's a couple. Now this one's actually pretty funny. This is OFA Diabolic, which is the actual guy, and a fake guy who's pretending to be the guy. They got into a fight, and needless to say, the smaller castle lost, but it's still pretty funny. Alright. Here we go. Here's another nice hit. We've got Lori from ATL taking down Rob by 2 million power. That's 307,000 kills. Boom! Another hit from Trouble, back end of March. Another 1.4 million, almost 1.5 million kills. You might as well call it 1.5 million kills, because send another March and there's 50,000, so boom. And then here's one. I'm not 100% sure if I put this in the last one or not, but either way, it was a wounded hit. Rob put on St. Patrick's contingent. They lost almost 4 million power. He got 500,000 kills almost just from sitting there with his 5 million, I guess it was like 4.6 million troops before. Now these last two hits are going to be kind of different because I got the entire battle report. These were two rallies of almost 2,000, or excuse me, that's horrible. Let me just stop. So these last two hits, I'm going to go a little bit more in depth because I don't have any other hits to show you. They're also pretty freaking amazing hits. They rallied, the guys on the left, the contingent, rallied a castle level 27, so it only had tier 9 troops. You can see the disparity here between the attributes. I mean, Doomsday clearly was superior. 220% infantry attack, 75% infantry defense, 73% infantry health, and then the damage received by infantry, negative 30. Those stats are almost as good as most P5s that I've seen. And then you sit here and look at cavalry attack. You got 267% cavalry attack, 112% cavalry defense, 42% cavalry health. Even as archer attack, 147, archer defense 64, archer health 22, siege engine attack 138, siege engine defense 68, siege engine health 22. And then, of course, he also has the 15% added bonus to his attack and his defense while defending. That's glass related attributes, I believe. Now let's look at the battle details. They sent some tier 8 troops, some tier 5 and 6 troops. I'm not even sure what they were thinking there. This guy sent a dragon, one tier 1 militia, and a bunch of tier 9 troops that didn't really make any sense whatsoever. Some tier 8 troops that also didn't get any kills. If you look, the majority of the kills by, let's see, we got 9,000 by those tier 8 calves. We got 6,000 by the tier 9. Yeah, so the tier 8 calves were actually the ones that had the most combined kills. They had close to like 7,000 kills. But even then, it's like nothing at all. So let's keep looking. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, those tier 9s had 5,000 kills. Oh, they did send some P1s. What? They still didn't get any kills though. Like none of their troops really got over like 7. Oh, there's one. 7,000 kills on some horses, some P2 horses. But as you can see, their crappy stats pretty much screwed them. The other thing that screwed them, although they probably won't admit this, is because they sent so many different troops and so many different levels of troops, that actually works to your disadvantage. You would think that having multiple levels of troops, meaning, you know, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, that's wonderful. But having like P1, P2, P3, or just regular troops, that's different. And the top guy, he sent regular like 6s, just regular level 6s, nothing exciting. Alright, so let's look at what Doomsday had at home and why they had such a hard time. He only has tier 9 troops, guys. So he doesn't have tier 10. He doesn't have all the talents unlocked. And yet he's still standing up against a rally like it's nothing. So here we go. We've got his guards went ahead and killed 26,000 troops. He had a couple wounded. Most of them survived. You've got his siege towers. They killed 16,000 troops. His pikes killed 74,000 troops. Halberdiers killed 83,000 troops. I mean, even his tier 1s killed 2,000, almost 2,400 troops. Just his tier 1 cavalry. Sorry, I couldn't remember what in the world the name of the thing was, the type of troop. I mean, you can see here through every single type of troop, every single level of troop, you can see repeatedly, he's got kills, he doesn't have a lot of wounded and lost. If you look at his stats in the top, you can see why he doesn't have a lot of wounded and lost. A lot of his attributes are set so that his troops have higher health than your average troops. His defense attributes are higher than you would normally see. And his infantry specifically, infantry, attack, defense, health, those 3 things have to be hammered home for everybody because it's just paramount. So that was the first report. They actually rallied him twice. So here's the second one. Let's see what we got here. So the first one they lost 3 million power. Second one they lost close to 4.5 million power combined. He managed to kill in the second one 643,457 troops. Once again, now this guy's troops are, his attributes are a little bit better than the first guy who sent the rally, but even then, it didn't help them at all. Let's see. Of course, Doomsday's attributes are the same. Nothing changed there. So, let's see who killed the most. Tier 9. Now, see, they got a little bit smarter. They're sending all sorts of different levels, but once again, sending those regular tier 9s along with your P1s, that's not really the smartest thing to do in a rally situation. There's lots of reasons why, and a lot of it has to do with the fact that I've played for a lot of years, and there's some things that Clash of Kings does not want us to know about, that there's a reason behind me suggesting that. Limiting the type and number of troops that you have in a rally is super important. But as you can see here, you got his I think tier 9 horses seem to be, almost 7,000 kills seem to be the contingent's highest. And let's go ahead and look back at the defender again. This is Doomsday once again. We've got kills from his guards. Okay, he got another 28,000 wounded. But if you're taking rallies, 48,000, 28,000 wounded a pop, that 356,000 guard meat shield is going to stand up for a pretty decent amount of time. Not to mention he has quite a number of other troops that are not dying. As you can see, 28,000 wounded were guards, but the rest of the wounded troops were tier 7 cavalry, tier 9 cavalry. Okay, there's a couple of tier 8 archers, and I mean there's a couple mixed in here once you get down to the 8s, but the majority of his attacking troops are not killed. It's only his defending troops that are going to be killed. So having a good mix of troops in the castle, having a good number of troops in the castle, these things are super important in order to be able to withstand attacks from rallies, to withstand attacks from other players. Hopefully looking at these battle reports will help you understand why it's so important for everybody to make sure that they're not only diversifying their troops themselves, but they're also actually reading the stuff that's available in the game. 98% of the information that you need is already there. You just have to find it. So I hope you enjoyed my video. Don't forget to subscribe and submit your Clash of King power hits for next week's video. I am really looking forward to Kingdom Conquest this week. I really feel like a lot of you guys are amped up and ready to show me what you got. So let's go ahead and get those power hits out there. Let's get those kills done. And as always, don't forget, your troops are not your friends. They're not your drinking buddies. They're not any of that. All they are is tools. So, kill on.